Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, the polls are open until 8, and you've got just under 2 hours to fill out your ballot for the August primary. Tonight, we'll hear what election administrators are saying about the turnout so far. And the Washington State Patrol has a new tool when it comes to hit and run crashes in our state. We'll show you how it works and how soon you can expect to see it activated.
A little bit of smoke and haze, nice cool overnight temperatures. Get ready for a hot one tomorrow. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We are learning more tonight about how authorities are responding to the case of a Granger police officer who was accused of sexual assault. The Mabton Police Department says they launched an investigation into potential criminal activity involving Granger police officer Glenn Trejo after the city asked the other agency to step in. That request, we're told, came in early July before a woman petitioned a judge to issue a protection order against the officer, which the judge granted for a 10-year period. Mabton Police confirmed their investigation is related to those accusations. The city of Granger has not yet responded to our questions about whether they have launched an internal investigation into the matter. Authorities say a Yakima County Sheriff's deputy is in the hospital tonight after he was shot multiple times by a 34-year-old man while responding to a 911 call in Antietam. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to authorities who say this was a domestic violence call and the deputy was trying to help the victim get out.
911 calls can be dangerous for everyone involved, but with domestic violence calls, the stakes are often higher.
Tensions are very, very high or you wouldn't be called, right? People are very emotional, and there are also specific laws within domestic violence about mandatory arrest. So a lot of things get really elevated. Especially if a victim is trying to leave. Authorities say that was the case Tuesday morning when Yakima County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call on South Fork Road in Antietam. So the Yakima Police Department came in after the fact at the request of the Sheriff's Department. So I don't have a lot of the really specific details. I know it was domestic in nature. I know it involved some kids, and I do believe that the female party was trying to leave. But the 34-year-old suspect didn't want her to go and allegedly opened fire on deputies with a rifle, striking a 51-year-old deputy multiple times. He did survive those wounds. He was transported to Memorial Hospital very early this morning. He's in serious condition, obviously, but he is not in life-threatening condition. The suspect arrested, booked into jail, and facing charges of first and second degree assault. The deputy did not fire his weapon, so there's no state requirement for an independent investigation. And YPD is handling the investigation into the shooting. I think it's a reminder to folks what a dangerous job we have. And of the importance of victims having a safety plan in place when they attempt to leave their abuser.
A domestic violence safety plan is thinking about all of the things you might need or things you need to do before they actually happen.
Getting together important documents and medications and figuring out a place to stay after, but also preparing to be safe in the moment.
Thinking about in your own home, where do you not want to go if there's some kind of argument and fighting happening?
It's something advocates at the YWCA can help victims go through step by step. So when they do leave, they know they're doing it in the safest way possible. In Antietam, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
More beds, more funding, and more healthcare professionals. That is what community leaders in Eastern Washington say they need to fight the fentanyl epidemic. This week, Washington Senator Maria Cantwell visited Spokane to learn from people who have experienced fentanyl addiction themselves and from people who are on the front lines trying to help.
A very unique thing that we heard today is about the actual healthcare workers that are also needed. And is there some way to help streamline the system so that you could get people who are very qualified to help deal with this crisis?
It was just really amazing that they're looking at it because we don't have enough beds. There's not enough detox centers in Spokane County, especially like there's a couple of them, but they're private pay. It's like who's homeless on the street that can, afford private pay?
The Senate added sections to the National Defense Authorization Act that Senator Cantwell says would give the federal government more ability to fight fentanyl trafficking. But the House passed a different version. So now lawmakers have to hammer out a compromise before that plan can move forward. And tracking down a single fentanyl dealer can take months. In Oregon, the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says last week they arrested one person with gallon-sized bags full of suspected fentanyl pills, plus the materials to make a lot more.
We're estimating that potentially everything combined was the equivalent of about 138,000 fentanyl pills. This individual was a known wanted felon, and so we knew who he was. We believed we knew what he was doing, and he had a warrant, out-of-state warrant for felony, and so we were doing surveillance, just waiting for him.
It is the largest fentanyl seizure in the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office history, and the Sheriff's Office says that investigation is still going on, so they have not identified the suspect in this case. Here in Washington, people who were convicted of simple drug possession, cannabis possession, and paraphernalia between 1971 and 2021 may be eligible for refunds that are associated with court fees and other legal costs. So in 2021, the Washington State Supreme Court ruled that our state's drug possession law was unconstitutional when it comes to simple felony possession. So people who qualify can now apply through an online portal or by the mail, and they need to send in their case number and proof of ID with picture in order to get those refunds started. The state set aside $47 million to vacate charges and allow sentencing adjustments. It also set aside $51 million for financial obligations. Let's switch gears here and talk about your forecast, Stacy. It is beautiful out there.
Very nice night. Lovely. A little on the warm side. We're still sitting at 94 degrees. Our humidity is low. Our sunset tonight at 8:27. Plus, I'm tracking some hazy conditions out there. You can't really see the smoke too much. It's in the higher elevations, but it has been impacting air quality this evening. Right now in Yakima, 91 degrees, 94 in Prosser. It's 94 in Tri-Cities and 92 right now in Walla Walla. And get ready. We're going to see even warmer temperatures for our second day of August tomorrow. So far, winds are pretty light. Little breezy in Toppenish and in Goldendale this evening, but light winds. But we're going to start to see those winds pick up, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Let's take a look at our national temperatures. Again, Phoenix finally below 110 today, 108. That's the first time in many, many weeks that they've dropped that low, even though that's still pretty hot in my opinion. Triple digits here in Texas, and again, pretty much the whole United States in some sort of a heat warning or heat wave. Clear and cool conditions for you tonight. Again, that smoke and haze impacting some air quality for us. We have a little warm up tomorrow, and we're tracking some thunderstorms Thursday through Saturday, and we probably will enact a red flag warning later this week. I'll get to all the details in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Today is Washington State's primary election and the last day to get your ballots in if you haven't done that already. The Yakima County Auditor says voter turnout is really low this year, even for a primary election in an odd-numbered year. The Auditor's Office had projected that they would be getting back 20 to 25% voter turnout. That's pretty average. As of this morning, though, they were only at 13.5%. The auditor says they keep making it easier and easier to vote in the state of Washington. They have same-day voter registration, mail-in ballots, easy access to ballot boxes all across the county, and you can vote up until 8 p.m. on Election Day. But they are still saying we're seeing fewer people turning out.
The brutal fact is, to a voter, I mean, the only way you're not participating is because you don't want to. I've had voters tell me, hey, it feels like my vote doesn't matter. But remember, a lot of these races are so close and there's so few ballots that a family in some of these small towns, if they forget to turn their ballots in, they may have, made the difference.
So if you are voting at the last minute tonight, make sure to grab your ballot, take it to one of the county's ballot boxes, and make sure you get it in there by 8 p.m. That way your vote will be sure to count. Tonight, 19 states, including Washington and Oregon, are weighing in on the battle over an anti-abortion law in Idaho. It is illegal to block travel between the states, but Idaho lawmakers made it illegal to transport a child or teenager to the state line if they're trying to get an abortion. Now, there is already a lawsuit in U.S. District Court to block this law. Washington and that coalition of other states have filed legal arguments supporting the lawsuit. They're saying Idaho's law is much too broad, and they're saying it infringes on the constitutional rights of people outside Idaho state borders. Washington State Patrol has released a new alert system that works kind of like an Amber Alert, but it's for hit and run crash investigations. Troopers say they're hoping it will help track down suspects a lot faster.
This will be a process that's much more immediate. It's not a press release that's written hours later or days later. It's an alert that goes out as quickly as possible, within minutes, hopefully. And it gets the public's eyes on a car before it can be repainted or fixed or moved to a different state or ditched or hidden.
Now, the alert system was authorized by the state legislature earlier this year. It went into effect today. It'll send an alert to your phone saying the type of vehicle involved in the hit and run crash. That could include details like the make and model, or it could possibly include the last place the vehicle was seen heading. Let's take a look outside. We are seeing some beautiful weather out there this evening. Talking about possible haze moving into the area, though, that's coming up. And with the cost of school supplies, some families may be struggling as students prepare for back to school. We'll tell you how One Tri-Cities agency is working to help and where you can go for that assistance. That's coming up next.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Hey, you feel like summer, baby, dancing in the lobby. Still catching feelings for you. Feels for you. Feelings for you. Hey! You feel like summer, baby. Good morning, America.
Build your deck with PAR and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build? A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Welcome to Avira Auto Sales, your buy here, pay here, family-owned car lot. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments. We work with you to get you approved. And now until the end of summer, mention this ad and get $1,000 off your purchase. So come see us today at 3310 Main Street in Union Gap, next to the Union Gap Food Mart, or visit us online at aviraAutosales.com.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death.
If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-808-1941. That's 1-800-808-1941. Call now. 1-800-808-1941.
E.T.'s inside the all-new Big Brother house.
Bigger, better, wilder.
Our exclusive tour with Julie Chen Moonves revealing a franchise first.
Uh-oh.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Students are preparing to head back to school in the next few weeks, but for some families, the cost of school supplies can be a struggle. So the Pasco Chamber of Commerce is hosting a school supply drive. They've set up donation barrels at 5 locations across Pasco where you can drop off those supplies. You can head over to the Red Lion Hotel, Grocery Outlet, Blue RV Compass, Spec Hyundai Tri-Cities, or the Pasco Chamber of Commerce. A list of supplies that they need is attached to each barrel. They're also accepting Visa gift cards to help pay for school lunches.
Their parents are struggling, everybody's struggling right now. So we decided to go grab some barrels and place them at 5 different locations and see what we can do to help the school district.
Advocates say programs like this are important because of the price of school supplies, and she's hoping that this program will continue on to help students and families for many years to come. Now, thoughts of going back to the classroom may be exciting for some kids, but others may feel uneasy. Health experts say it's normal to be nervous, and your kids may be feeling more than one thing at a time. So Mandy Gaither has a look at ways you can help your kids with back-to-school anxiety.
Subtract summer, add a new classroom, new teacher, new classmates, and maybe a little anxiety about it all.
Will I have friends? Will I like my teacher? Will I find my group?
Licensed Strong for Life therapist Jody Baumstein says it's normal to be anxious about starting something new, and those feelings of anxiety may look different in children than in adults.
If you notice that they are really fidgety or tearful, or they can't make eye contact when you are talking about school, that might be a good indicator that they're feeling some uneasiness.
Baumstein says to first figure out what's causing the anxiety by asking open-ended questions and listening to your child. You can then put their mind at ease through problem solving.
If they're really nervous about being able to unlock their locker quickly, get a lock at home and help them practice it.
While you can't remove all stress in a child's life, Baumstein says healthy habits can help. That includes quality sleep, good nutrition, being active, reducing screen time, and teaching coping skills.
Like learning how to take really deep breaths to calm their body so that their brain is able to think clearly. Or teaching them how to use their senses to bring them into the present moment.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Therapists say you need to be sure not to put your own anxieties onto your kids and keep talking with them throughout the school year because their feelings might change as the year progresses. Tonight, CVS Health says it is cutting around 5,000 jobs, although the company says that customers shouldn't really notice a change. CVS says the layoffs are in non-customer facing positions. Company officials say they're trying to refocus around care delivery and technology, but they have to cut costs in the process. Meanwhile, Amazon is expanding its footprint in healthcare. The company says its virtual clinic is now available in all 50 states and Washington, D.C. You may remember the clinic started operations in November of 2022. It offers customers 24/7 access to telehealth treatment on its website and its app. The Amazon clinic does not accept insurance right now, but you can see the cost before you sign on to your first visit.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Let's start out outside our Legends Casino Skycam, Columbia Point in Richland. Again, beautiful clear skies out there, lots of sunshine in the area. And again, a little bit ago, I saw a wasp fly by, so 100% chance of a summertime wasp flyby. 94 degrees, our sunset tonight at 8:27. Let's look at temperatures around the region elsewhere. Ellensburg at 86, we're 91 in Yakima, 92 in Toppenish, as well as Hermiston. We see 92 in Walla Walla, 87 in Dayton. So again, nice warm day, about average temperatures for this time of year. And get ready, we've got a little bit of a warm front moving in. We'll see some pretty hot temperatures tomorrow. Planning your night out tonight, Tri-Cities, not a bad night for some yard work. Looking good. Temperatures in the 80s, down to 80 degrees at 9 p.m. And again, clear skies other than a little bit of smoke and haze in the area this evening. In Yakima, a little bit cooler, quicker there. We're going to drop down to 79 degrees by 9 o'clock tonight, but nice clear skies this evening as well. And in Walla Walla, beautiful night there with temperatures down to 80 degrees at 9 p.m. with a few clouds developing a little bit closer to 9 o'clock tonight. Here's our satellite and radar. That ridge of low pressure kind of holding strong here in the middle of the state of Idaho, just below Idaho, Utah. And we're seeing those wraparound moisture activity coming up, kind of monsoonal moisture coming up from the southwest. So I don't know, I felt a little bit of humidity today, not a whole lot. It's been pretty light here, but that's going to start to shift to the east, and then we'll see that monsoonal activity move to our region Wednesday night into Thursday, mainly impacting the Wallowas and the Blue Mountains. And again, we have a warm front moving across, but mainly going to be dry elsewhere. There is a slight chance of those developing thunder showers, a very slight chance at this point, but we'll keep an eye on it as this low pressure system starts to move to the east over the next couple of days. Wind speeds around the area right now, pretty light in Yakima, a little breezy in Ellensburg, as well as Goldendale. Tri-Cities, light winds out there tonight. Pendleton, 10-mile-an-hour winds. Walla Walla at 5. Our futurecast shows us some breezier winds coming through those mountain gaps just through Yakima and Ellensburg. The lower elevations doing just fine. A little breezy at the Hanford Reach tonight. And as we get into our day tomorrow, we'll see those light winds in the Columbia Basin, a little breezier in Yakima. And those winds are going to start to pick up, especially in Ellensburg, Yakima, later in the afternoon. We could see wind speeds up to about 30 miles an hour. Again, that increases our fire danger as we continue with the hot, dry conditions that we've been seeing this summer so far. Lighter winds in the Columbia Basin, a little breezy there in Hermiston and in the Pendleton area. So not a lot to talk about except for the smoke in the region. You've been seeing that. Now it's at the upper elevation, so you don't see it a little bit until you look way off in the distance. You see a little smoke and haze, and that has been impacting our air quality today. We're still pretty in the moderate zone, but look at from Moses Lake all the way down into Hermiston and Pendleton. We're seeing some activity as far as our air quality goes. Overnight lows tonight, again, clear and hazy, 50s and 60s. Our daytime highs tomorrow, again, warming up. Look at Tri-Cities just under the triple digits, 95 tomorrow in Yakima. Here's that short-term forecast over the next couple of days. Again, we stay nice and hot, a few degrees above average for this time of year, but pretty seasonal as we move through August. And those windy conditions picking up tomorrow afternoon in Yakima, temperatures in the low to mid 90s, similar in Walla Walla. That warm day Wednesday, cooling down slightly with increasing clouds and a slight chance of some thunderstorms developing along the foothills of the Blues and in the Blues and Wallowa Mountains. More to get to with weather. We'll get to your almanac and show you what our trends are looking like over the next couple of days. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And you were mentioning fire danger. We are talking about the latest on the massive wildfire that's burning across the border in northern Washington into British Columbia and the evacuation orders in place there. That's when we come back.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages packed with everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. Not a member? Not a problem. No membership is required during our open house, August 1st through the 15th. Stop in, check us out, and join over 1 million Northwest families saving more every day. Save now during our open house with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
Mattress Depot USA always offers premium mattresses at the best prices every day.
But we are also sleep specialists.
Check out Mattress University on our website, mattressdepotusa.com. It's filled with information.
Like Beds 101, Mattress Anatomy 201, and Sleep Health 301.
And yes, there is a sleep quiz that will help you choose the mattress best for you.
Study it today, sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $600 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Welcome back. Trios Health and the American Red Cross are coming together tomorrow morning to host a blood drive. It starts at 9 a.m. It lasts until 2:30 p.m. That is at the Trios Care Center at Southridge. You're invited to roll up your sleeves to give a life-saving donation. The entire nation is facing a severe blood shortage. They need all blood types. And the ER supervisor with the Trios Care Center says the shortage has especially affected their team, which is why they're doing this blood drive earlier than they usually would.
Approximately 6 weeks ago, we had one of our nurses here. Her son was involved in a tragic accident, and he actually required over 40 units of blood to help with his survival.
On our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, you can find the link to sign up for the blood drive. You do need to reserve a spot in advance, and you will need to bring your ID with you tomorrow. Now, coming up in our next half hour of Apple Valley News Now at 6, former President Trump is indicted in connection with the January 6th storming of the Capitol. We're taking a closer look at those charges coming up at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
I ought to slap this gavel on this thing. Gotcha! You ain't got no friends back there.
This is the thing.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Judge Steve Harvey. New Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
Next live, Taylor Lautner and his wife, Taylor Lautner.
Okay, what now?
Double the Taylors, double the fun.
Doubly excited?
Yes, doubly excited.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
You're getting a $1,000 check for Dayspring Ministries.
The need that the women have in the jail is tremendous. Knowing that you're helping someone else, you know, and that you're making a difference in their life.
She's like my hero. I just want to be just like her when I get older.
All goes to God, because I couldn't do it without him.
STCU's Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger. Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire Today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on. Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Next Extra, remembering the beloved Pee Wee Herman. New details about Paul Rubin's secret health battle, his final days.
And the new tributes coming in from his famous friends.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
At Denver Mattress, we believe improving your sleep life should be easy and affordable. And during the anniversary 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Tonight, American and Canadian first responders are working together to fight the Eagle Bluff fire that is in northern Washington state and has crossed the border into British Columbia. The blaze has burned more than 15,000 acres just in the U.S., as well as more than 3,500 acres in Canada. Hundreds of properties are still under evacuation orders, and firefighters have only been able to contain about 10% of this fire. Fire officials say there is still active fire danger because of high temperatures, dry air, and shifting winds. Now here in the Tri-Cities, our temperatures have been on the mild side for the past week, but that looks like it's going to change coming up this weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking that coming up in the next few minutes. We also want it to be nothing but a distant memory, but health officials are warning of a possible COVID resurgence. We're talking about how these cases are being tracked down as the news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
From developing news from our nation's capital tonight, a federal grand jury has indicted former President Trump on charges related to what happened on January 6th. ABC's Justin Finch has a look at what happened this afternoon and what comes next.
Former President Donald Trump has been informed he has been indicted by a federal grand jury regarding the special counsel's probe into Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Sources with direct knowledge tell ABC News. The indictment listing 4 criminal counts, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against the right to vote and have that vote counted. The indictment also references 6 unnamed co-conspirators from Trump's inner circle who promoted his false election claims. Before voting to indict Trump, the grand jury heard testimony from several witnesses, including Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner, and several officials from battleground states who were allegedly pressured in a failed bid to change Trump's election losses into victories. For more than a year, federal prosecutors have been investigating alleged attempts by Trump and others to overturn the 2020 presidential election results in hopes of reversing Trump's loss to Joe Biden. Special counsel Jack Smith also investigating Trump's actions during the January 6th insurrection when he told thousands of supporters to march on the Capitol. Trump began bracing for another arrest after Smith's office sent him a target letter notifying him he was the focus of the grand jury probe.
I didn't know practically what a subpoena was and grand juries and all of this. Now I'm like becoming an expert.
In May, Smith sent Trump a target letter before indicting him on 37 criminal counts in the Mar-a-Lago classified documents probe. And later, 3 additional charges in a superseding indictment filed last month. Trump is accused of mishandling national security documents, including top-secret military and nuclear records after leaving office, and then obstructing the government's efforts to retrieve them. Trump, who has long denied any wrongdoing, pleaded not guilty to the previous criminal charges he's facing. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Well, tonight is National Night Out. It's time to promote police and community partnerships all across the country. The day's been celebrated since 1984. Police departments and community groups hosting events like block parties, barbecues, and festivals. Local police departments participated in this event tonight with parties in several counties. The fun is expected to end around 7 p.m. And Stacey, you got to check out one of those in Richland just a little bit ago.
It was just getting started. Lots of fun, lots of kids out there, lots of swag bags, and
even giving away some bikes. So yeah, perfect night for that. Still a little warm, but it's shady down at Howard Amon Park, so enjoy that. 94 degrees right now in the Tri-Cities. Our sunset tonight at 8:27. Let's take a look around the area and see some other temperatures. 84 in Ellensburg. We've got 91 in Yakima, 92 in Hermiston, 91 in Pendleton, 92 Walla Walla. And everybody's been saying, you know what, it's been feeling pretty good. Those temperatures outside, and again, our forecast today in Yakima, 91 average, 92, so just about right? So we'll see those temperatures warm up just slightly above the average tomorrow. We were a couple of degrees above that today in the Tri-Cities. The normal temp is 94. We hit 96, not a record of 109. So I'm happy about that. So nice warm temperatures, and we'll see that slight warming trend tomorrow. And then we'll kind of cool back down to our average temperatures. So clear and cool overnight tonight. Tracking some smoke and haze in the area that has been slightly impacting our air quality around the region. Get ready for that little warm up tomorrow. And then we're tracking some thunderstorms Thursday through Saturday, which is prompting a fire weather watch. I'll tell you where that's going to happen coming up in my first alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. It's been more than 3 years since the pandemic started, but tonight concerns about COVID-19 are growing once again, according to the CDC. They're saying the number of people testing positive in hospitals appears to be ticking up. This comes after the CDC stopped tracking how many people were testing positive because the public health emergency was declared over. ABC's Melissa Adon has a look at what these latest numbers mean.
The number of COVID-19 cases testing positive during hospital admissions is rising. According to the latest data from the CDC, COVID hospitalizations have increased 12% in the week ending of July 22nd compared to the week before.
So when we start to see a couple of cases, it probably very much is the tip of the iceberg, meaning that many people are walking around with relatively limited to no symptoms and may not know that they're exposing it to others.
But health experts say despite the increase, COVID hospitalizations still remain at record low levels. The CDC says there were a little more than 8,000 weekly hospitalizations compared to peak infections during the height of the Omicron variant, where there was more than 150,000 cases each week. While most people don't report their cases anymore, medical experts say with the increased spread of the virus, it's important to take precautions, especially if you have underlying health conditions.
When I see those numbers bump up, that's when I pack my mask in my bag. And then, of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you're up to date on your vaccine status.
ABC's Dr. Darian Sutton says the country is likely dealing with an Omicron subvariant, which means Americans still have relatively strong protection from vaccines.
And we'll still continue to pay attention and monitor these variants because inevitably we will likely see a different one in the future.
Meantime, the federal government is setting up a team to study the impact of long COVID, helping treat people still suffering with long-term effects from the virus. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Changes are coming to Oregon gas stations. After nearly 3/4 of a century, drivers will be allowed to pump their own gas statewide. This year, the Oregon State Legislature changed the law, saying that up to 50% of pumps will be turned over to self-service in non-rural counties. That rule set to take effect on Friday, but drivers say they're split on whether they plan to actually make the change.
I'm going to stick with, I'm grateful that they're here, and it's much easier for me.
I really like it being able to get in and get out fast. Usually they only have like 4 lanes open, and when all 6 lanes are open, it makes it a lot easier.
I think that works for me and the customer, depending on how fast they got to get in and out, they don't want to wait.
Now, gas stations in non-rural counties will be required to have an attendant available just in case people want or need the help. It is August 1st and UPS packages are still being delivered. UPS came to a tentative agreement with the Teamsters Union last week to keep drivers on the road after their contract expired last night. The deal includes a pay raise and some changes to working conditions like getting AC in more delivery trucks. Voting on the new contract is expected to start later this week, and it's expected to continue for most of the month. Bed Bath & Beyond is back from the great beyond, sort of, but don't expect to stroll through a store anytime soon. Overstock.com bought the brand name back in June. This morning, they relaunched their website as bedbathandbeyond.com. Now, Overstock.com started in the late 90s as a liquidation website. The CEO says they left that business plan behind a long time ago, and they're hoping the new name will help cut down on confusion. Now, we are enjoying some beautiful summer weather out there. Air quality, though, could start to be a concern for some folks as fires are raging on this summer. Stacey Lee is tracking that when we come back. And still ahead tonight, China moving ahead of the United States on regulating artificial intelligence. Is that a good thing? We're going to hear some of the concerns coming up.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
It's the final month of Legends Casino Hotel's summer celebration, but you still have time to say, "What up, beach?" and claim a dream tropical vacation before the sun sets. Use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries for cash drawings, including one for a cool $10,000 on the first 3 Thursdays of the month. Then, on August 31st, one lucky winner will greet the sun and sand with a "What up, beach?" during their $13,000 vacay in paradise. Happening now only at Legends Casino Hotel.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
As a personal injury attorney, I meet some of the best people under the worst of circumstances. They come to us suffering. They completely depend on us. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
First alert weather, early warnings, and accurate forecasts.
Stacey Lee.
On your television, online, and on the go with our mobile app.
She's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. Weeknights at 5, 6, and 6:30.
The Beach Boys, the Demolition Derby, the PRCA Rodeo. Apple Valley News Now welcomes Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days, August 30th through September 3rd. Enter to win fair and rodeo tickets plus more on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
There is plenty of great kayaking around Yakima and the Tri-Cities, but tonight we're taking you to a lake over the border in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for Fly the Northwest.
Early in the spring, this is just a gorgeous place. I love it.
I'm not fond of the water, but I like to be on it. But I joined the club in 2006, Coeur d'Alene Canoe and Kayak Club. And so I've been paddling since then. We do weekly trips, which we invite the public to come. We do weekend trips sometimes, camping trips. We used to camp out of our kayaks, which we don't do as much anymore. But we do some weekend trips once in a while, and you have to be a member to do that.
It's a great experience out in nature. It's low impact. Camaraderie is really probably one of the more exciting things, and you've got people that from all different levels. Somebody who just bought their boat yesterday to somebody who's been doing it for years. You need to be able to load and unload your boat for the most part. You need to be able to get it here, but then you need to be able to paddle safely. You know, we all wear vests. We're supposed to have whistles, safety gear, and some of that. So that's really kind of the key thing.
Fernand's a nice lake. If you just paddle slowly and go around on the south shore and into the bays down at the east end and the wetlands, there's a beaver lodge down there, and then back on the shore, it takes about 2 hours.
Beautiful sunsets on Fernand because it faces pretty much east-west. So if you plan for it, you can get some beautiful photographs. You get to see things that a lot of people aren't going to see, especially sitting in a car, driving back and forth, commuting. You know, it's kind of nice if you're old enough to retire and go paddle.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, that lake looked pretty refreshing this evening. We're still warm out there, 94 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Our humidity level is dropping. We're at 15%. We're not at a red flag warning, but that is pretty low. 8:27 is our sunset tonight. So again, nice night. Dust Devils out there getting ready for a game tonight. Would be a beautiful evening to go catch a game. 84 Ellensburg, 91 right now in Yakima, 92 in Hermiston, 91 Walla Walla, and 92 tonight in Connell. Let's plan your evening out. Again, in Yakima, nice evening, just clear skies through there, not even breezy, and those temperatures dropping down to 79 degrees at 9. Taking a look in the Tri-Cities this evening, we're in the 80s all the way through 9 o'clock tonight. Again, clear skies with a little bit of smoke and haze, a little cloudier towards the foothills of the Blues in Walla Walla tonight, but overall a beautiful evening there with temperatures 80 degrees by 9. Let's take a look at our satellite and radar. Again, this ridge of low pressure holding strong. That's creating that monsoonal moisture. It's been coming up from the southwest for the last couple of days, creating thunder and lightning. Now this ridge of low pressure is getting ready to scoot on out, and that's going to allow that monsoonal type weather to move into central Oregon and just kind of hit the tip of Tri-Cities, or excuse me, the Blue Mountains in Washington and Oregon, mainly the Wallowas, and we'll get to that here in a sec. We do have a fire weather watch in part, mostly in Oregon, right up to the border of Washington and Oregon. So again, this low pressure is starting to move out tomorrow, and then we'll start to see a little bit of a shift and maybe some thunder showers in the area. Breezy winds tonight, not so much, a little bit here in Goldendale, Toppenish, light winds tonight in Yakima, a little breezy in Ellensburg. And again, the futurecast shows us with winds picking up through those mountain gap areas, through the Kittitas Valley and Yakima Valley, down the Columbia River Gorge. Light winds tomorrow in the Tri-Cities to start with. You'll see those winds pick up a little bit later out on the Hanford Reach. And again, Yakima, Ellensburg going to see 20 and 30 mile an hour gusts tomorrow afternoon, increasing our fire danger in the area. If any fires start, they would spread rapidly. So here's our fire weather watch beginning Thursday afternoon all the way through Friday night, mainly in central Oregon, but you see it comes right up here to the tip just outside of Walla Walla, hitting those southern Blue Mountains and the Wallowa Mountains here. So any fire starts there, again, could create a big problem for our area with our smoke and our air quality. And we've been watching that smoke kind of moving through. Again, pretty light haze just over the top of us in the upper elevations. So far it hasn't been too bad, but it did impact a little bit of our air quality here. We're in the moderate zone from Pendleton all the way up into Moses Lake this evening. That should start to improve overnight tonight. Temperatures clear again and hazy, 50s and 60s, 62 Walla Walla, 63 Tri-Cities, 61 in Yakima, as well as Hermiston. Let's take a look at those temperatures for tomorrow. Again, we're warming up, a little bit of that warm front coming through. It's going to be short-lived though, and we'll get those temperatures down to average. These temperatures tomorrow though are a few degrees above average in Yakima and Tri-Cities, 95 Walla Walla, 97 in Hermiston. Here's that short-term forecast going towards the weekend. Again, those 90-degree temperatures, pretty warm Tri-Cities, a little cooler in Yakima, gusty winds tomorrow afternoon in the Yakima Valley, and in Walla Walla should be a nice day. But again, you see these increasing clouds with a slight chance of some thunder showers developing at some point late Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. Your full 7-day planning forecast is on the way. Alyssa?
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Dole bananas just 48 cents a pound. Washington-grown seedless watermelon, 38 cents a pound. And whole sweet cantaloupe, 48 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale. This Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages packed with everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. Not a member? Not a problem. No membership is required during our open house, August 1st through the 15th. Stop in, check us out, and join over 1 million Northwest families saving more every day. Save now during our open house with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Apple Valley. It's our special place we call home. From the Cascades in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, Apple Valley News Now covers our area like no one else. And First Alert Weather leads the way with advanced technology and the team that knows how to use it. Watch Apple Valley News Now on broadcast channels 35 and 42, Spectrum Cable channels 4 and 780, DirecTV channel 35 plus Dish Network channel 42. On air, online, and on the go with our new mobile app. Apple Valley News Now is truly on your side.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find deep discounts on every sofa, dining table, and bed, like the Mainstay sofa, now only $6.99. The Martin Dining Group, only $3.99. The Glenwood Queen Bed, just $7.99. And the Queen Size Summit, now only $299.99. Plus, 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
ET's inside the all-new Big Brother house.
Bigger, better, wilder.
Our exclusive tour with Julie Chen Moonves revealing a franchise first.
Uh-oh.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. Artificial intelligence has exploded this year, and while the United States is working on ways to regulate the technology, China is one step ahead. But is that a good thing? Kirsty Lou Stout has a look at the new rules that are happening there.
China has become one of the first countries in the world to regulate the technology that powers popular services like ChatGPT. In July, it unveiled interim rules to manage generative AI, saying it needs to be in line with the core values of socialism.
The Chinese government is trying to ensure that the use and application of AI will be aligned with its own set of moral principles that underscores its political and social stability. The government not only placed the burden on the service providers, but also on the users of AI services.
In January, China's new rules against deepfake technologies came into effect. Chinese authorities have detained people for allegedly using generative AI to commit fraud and create fake news.
And while China is moving fast to regulate the industry, some critics warn that it may not be equipped to avoid an AI disaster.
Most societies kind of learn from disasters, but the PRC has a kind of propaganda machine that makes it hard to do that, where there's a sort of disaster amnesia. There's a kind of a chronic culture of crisis mismanagement in authoritarian regimes generally, and China's no exception.
For now, Beijing is steering its own AI future with a heavy hand to encourage Chinese tech success and ensure that artificial intelligence will not undermine the state. Kirsty Lou Stout, CNN, Hong Kong.
Well, looking locally, we're going to take a final look at your forecast. That 7-day is coming up in just a moment. Stay with us.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello.
We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air. From Apple Valley News Now, this is Legally Speaking.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine of Morphine Law Firm. As an attorney, I want you to know that when you hire a lawyer, you are in charge. The attorney works for you. Now, whether you've been involved in an auto accident, have a Consumer Protection Act situation, or have a personal injury claim, the attorney is there to look out for your best interests. Now, if they're not doing that, you have the right to seek different legal representation. Remember, if you've been wronged, we want to help make it right. We offer free, no obligation consultations. Call us at Morphine Law Firm. Let us answer your questions. And if legal representation is right for you, we'll provide you with the legal representation you need. We're not afraid to fight for you. Call us at Morphine Law Firm in Kennewick, 509-380-9999.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger. Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course, it's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary, and we're having a gigantic sale.
Take advantage of our best prices of the year.
And interest-free financing.
David, you do know anniversaries only come once a year, right?
Yes, and if you miss ours, you'll be sorry.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We're seeing gorgeous weather out there. Clear skies should be good for the supermoon tonight.
The supermoon, it's going to be out tonight. So yeah, definitely look up to the sky tonight. And if you're a photog, get a good picture of it and send it to me, please. slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com. I'd love to give it as a weather photo. I'm terrible at taking moon pictures, but it should be very nice for you. Let's take a peek at our 7-day forecast for you there in the Yakima area. Again, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous here for the next several days as far as sunshine goes, clear skies. We are going to see those gusty winds developing in the afternoon, but temperatures in Yakima looking great. That's what it should be at summer. We're a little on the warmish side in the Columbia Basin. Again, nice and warm out there with temperatures in the upper 90s, and then we'll see those temperatures kind of tapering down heading into Saturday, Sunday. Again, triple digits close to them next week as well. But I feel like this is a pretty nice August, and we showed you on the almanac earlier, our temperatures are about average. We're not record-breaking at all. Let's take a look at Walla Walla 7-day. Again, nice weather there. Now there's a bigger chance of those stray thunder showers coming through that area. Right now the southern Blue Mountains, but they could cross into the Walla Walla area or the Blue Mountains just outside of Walla Walla and Dayton. So keep an eye on that. That'll be Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through Saturday. So
fingers crossed that lightning doesn't start any more wildfires.
Right, that's what I'm hoping.
All right, thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest, of course, on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, and we're back tonight at 11.